If you don't like super warm tone bronzers, but you also don't like really cool tone contours, I'm right there with you. Since we already went over cream and stick formulations, a lot of you were asking about neutral tone powder bronzers. So let me show you some of my favorite formulations. First up, and the most cost effective, is this powder bronzer by Milani. This is in the shade 02. I do have 03 as well, but it's definitely a lot more warm. I actually think they have this listed as a cool tone bronzer, but on my skin tone at least, it shows up like a nice neutral shade. This is like the perfect balance of cool and warm tones. It's really just that nice in between neutral ground. Another option that's not super expensive is the Kylie Cosmetics pressed powder bronzer. As you can see, mine is very well loved, and this is in the shade khaki. Again, I find this one to be a nice balance of cool and warm tones, although I will say it's just a touch more on the warm side than the Milani one was, but it still does not show up orange on my skin. This is a really nice true matte formula, and I feel like it gives you that sun-kissed look without being orange. This next one is by RMS, and it's gonna be for the people that want a glow to their bronzer. This is probably the most unique one that I'm gonna show you today, and just look at the tone of that. I feel like it's hard enough in general to find neutral tone bronzers, but one with a sheen to it is really hard. By the way, this is the Hydro Bronzer in shade Tan Lines. Makeup by Mario hands down does some of my favorite sculpting products, and this one is no exception, but I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. So this has a sculpting shade on the bottom, but then it also has like two highlighting shades up top. This is what just the bronzer shade alone looks like. Obviously, it's got a little more warmth to it, but again, not orange at all on the skin. And then this is what all three of the shades look like mixed together. So again, it just gives a little sheen to the skin. This is probably the warmest one of all of them that I'm gonna show you today, but still not orange. Another brand that does an amazing job with sculpting and bronzing products is Westman Atelier. So this is their new powder duo, and this is the one that has shade Biscuit and Petal in it. This is probably the most neutral ground of all of them. You can definitely see the cool undertones in there, but it does not look gray or muddy on the skin. Still has that slight warmth to it that just keeps it neutral enough where I feel like you can just use it kind of all over the skin as a sculpting product. Last is a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this one is really well loved too. So this formula is not matte, but it's not as sheen-like as the RMS one. You can see it just has a nice healthy glow to it. This one is definitely pulling more warm on camera, but it does have a touch of that cool tone to it. I find that although this is on the warmer side, it definitely does not look orange. It's just kind of like that natural sun-kissed look. Great if you just want that quick, like all over bronze for the summertime. Now you gotta let me know if I missed any neutral tone bronzers that you love, and let me know which one of these was your favorite.